Yeah, I didn't have to be sold on Ira and Corey, having worked with them for several months now. It's been a phenomenal experience. Ira's almost like my second dad now, and Corey's like a brother. They're just phenomenal, and whatever they tell you they're going to do, they flat do it. And they introduced me to Steve. I didn't have to be sold on the concept of a mastermind. I was fortunate enough to be able to go to one last year. And I tell people I kind of went to one kicking and screaming. A buddy recommended that I go to one. I was like, man, I got too much going on. I got a full plate. I mean, I don't meet, I meet plenty of people. I don't really need it. And I think what really resonates is a word that Ira used a minute ago, and it was not just inspire, but transform. It's transformative. So when you get back, it's permanent. It not just changes your mindset for a moment, okay, but it absolutely gives you clarity on where you're going. This model that you're looking at here is something that I didn't anticipate I would be doing at this time. I thought I would need to grow into this, but when I saw that I didn't have to be an expert in doing this, that I was going to actually get mentored and handheld basically with Steve, it was just phenomenal. So the sales tools with Mojo Global that Ira and Corey has put together for over a decade, are just phenomenal. They work. They work for me and my business, and then they introduced me to Steve, and Steve's a rock star in himself. He has very successful businesses he's done. I think I could probably learn a little bit something from a guy that's built a $60 million plus business. I don't know about you guys, but that's something that I can benefit from. And all the years with Tony Robbins, I mean, what else do you say? I mean, Tony Robbins, right? So and I was excited about it. I didn't have to come up with $100,000 or even $250,000 to do this. I just needed an investment of, it was 10 grand, and I was going to get that back, because they're going to show me how to actually get there. And everything Steve told me to do, I've done, and we're so close to actually narrowing it down to the exact influencer that we want. Ours is kind of a niche of a niche. And but we're very close to being able to pull the trigger on that, and like you've already witnessed, you don't have to talk to 1 million people, and you're dealing with a warm market. That's what the cool thing about it. And these people want what you have to offer. That's what you got to understand, is that there's nobody else out there that is actually, pitching them any kind of mastermind type of event that's specifically for them and teaching them how to do this. And that's what's so crazy, is that they don't have a big ticket item. They've got a huge list, and they're modifying it, and they're eating mice, like Ira says, but they haven't, bagged the gazelle or the whale. They know how to modify it at a big level. And this is what you're going to be able to do with this, and they're going to just love you. And every business model I look at, guys, I look at Porter's 5 forces model, and I've learned the hard way. There are some industries, some things, it's timing, industry, a lot of things don't work. Porter's 5 forces model, any senior in college will have gone through that. They know what it is. Any MBA student will tell you Porter's 5 forces model is the criteria you want to measure against anything. This business model is a 5-star. When you're looking at Porter's 5 forces model, it is a 5-star. And I wouldn't consider doing anything that is not a 5-star. Life's just not, you just don't live that long, right? So you want to be, you want to be doing something that's actually you're going to hit it out of the park. And that's what I'm actually developed my agency around. And that's what this actually does. It's absolutely huge. But yeah, Steve's done not only what he said he's going to do, but he's done more. And that's why he's been successful. He goes above and beyond the call of duty to make his clients successful. And I'm excited to work with these guys, because I want to be able to do the same thing. I'll be able to help my clients be very successful. And with a mastermind, you get, having been through one already, I'm really looking forward to going to this one as well. But you get the synergy effect which is so cool. It's not just 1 + 1 = 2; it equals 4, 5, 6, or 7, because you meet great people, and but the knowledge you come away with. Okay, the relationships are one thing, and you'll have these relationships with Steve and Ira and Corey. Okay, but the relationships are one thing, but the information you get forever, and that is something you can modify and not only make money from it, but it just makes you a better person, and you keep growing.